Hey guys, we are continuing our Geeky Week theme. And can you figure out my shirt? Did you see what it is? I was trying to get you to see it. It's Stranger Things. It's the upside down. Yeah. So that is it. Today, Yoga Sweat Hybrid, all about the upside down. Welcome back, guys. I am Summer, and if it is your first time here on the Greensboro Downtown Yoga channel, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified every time we go live and add new fun content like today. And a huge thank you to each and every one of you who has supported and donated to our fundraising efforts through COVID-19. If you haven't and you wish to, there are buttons below. But let's keep at it. You know, it is Cinco de Mayo, and I was like, could I do something with Cinco de Mayo? And then I couldn't figure out anything. So instead, Stranger Things is what came to mind. And if it's your first time in Yoga Sweat Hybrid, this is a dynamic, kind of fast-paced moving class. Please feel free to change things up if you need to, but just know that that is coming. And today, we're going to spend some time upside down. So we're going to start off laying on your back on your mat. So go ahead and find that position. And you're like, oh, we just get to take a nap. Well, yeah, for a moment. I want you to just settle into the mat right here. Feel your body in space because it'll become really important to recognize where you're at. Here, take a big deep inhale that extends your arms and legs overhead. Get into your mind right here. Now, one of the important things in all of our superhero movies is that the lead is so in their own focused mind. So place one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, and breathe. Feel that expansion of your breath. Because when moments get tough, as they always do for our superheroes and our supernatural times, we need to have the breath and the focus. Let's place our feet on the ground, hands by our side. Roll up your hips. So one vertebra at a time lifts us up. And one vertebra at a time rolls us down. Use the back side of our body to start articulating. With breath, we move up and down. Engage our hips. Start to again think about your breath and then use it as a guide in all that we do. Hold this next one up. Lift your heels off the ground and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze your hips so your butt is engaged. From here at the very beginning, we just want to get those hips involved. We want to get the legs moving. Hold our heels high. Lower your back down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Find your place. Hug your knees into your chest. Just little rock from side to side. Bring your legs to tabletop. You're going to extend one and the other. And we're going to get this single little stretch. What's really important today is we focus on this kind of upside down, that we've got some good core engagement. So right here from the beginning, we are finding those abdominal muscles. If it really hurts your neck to be lifted like this, just lower. No worries. Two more. Hold both knees in. Now, with both arms, extend out. And hug it. Extend. So if you've ever seen Stranger Things, there's this like really big scary monster thingy that is like huge and has these big tentacles that just go everywhere. And that's a lot of what I want us to think about today. How big can we get? How expansive can we find ourselves in each of our different movements? One more. Hug your knees in. Now roll back. Sit up. Hold right here. Lift right. The more expansive that we become, the bigger our movements, the better our body works. Big deep inhale. Reach long. Hug in. And reach. So our arms could always be on the ground right here. If it's just way too much on those abdominals, but it's fine to reach and the pull. Start to really focus in. Find that reason that you joined this class today. And how can you think, what is that expansive move that I want? Hold right here. Hands come to floor. Roll over. So now you're in a tiny little ball position. Hold right here. Big deep inhale. Exhale, lift your hips. Roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Lift your arms high. Get expansive and open out. Feel that shift. You're just kind of finding the reach. Arms are high. Big deep inhale, sit low. Lift up and down. Rise and down. So I want you to inhale, exhale, sink low. So we still find this movement, maybe, and find this way to get our body warm. We sink low. Think expansion. Hold low, hold. Take your right arm overhead, lengthen long. Come to center. Exhale. Reach and lengthen. Big deep inhale, rise. Exhale, sit low. Right arm overhead. Center. Left arm. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale, low. Over. So where are you finding this? In the middle of your back is starting to move, right? Lift. Focus your mind in your eyes. See that expansion of you reaching towards your goals. Hold. Hands, palms to the sky. Sit lower. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale down. Rotate to the front of the room. Hold. Step your back foot in. Lift up. Big deep inhale. Exhale. Lower the chair. Lift your heels. Lower down into that same tiny small ball where we were. Step back so you're kneeling. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Round and look into your belly. Arch and look up to the sky. Find movement. We're articulating our vertebrae, which will become really important as we start to try to go upside down. Hold neutral spine. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees an inch off the mat. Right here. Now extend your right leg back. Your left knee is still off the mat. Come in. Other side. And reach. Abs are in. Keep the knees hovered off the ground. That's what gets your abdominal engagement. Last one. Hold right here. Step your feet back to plank. First time in plank position. Find this great place. Push your palms into the mat. Inhale. Lower ourselves down to the mat all the way so your face is on the mat. Arms reach long. You're going to lift the chest and lower. Notice feet, they stay on the floor. That same long, expansive hands. Feel the reach. Now, bring fingertips behind ears, lift your chest. Extend your arms forward, and then reach them all the way back to your hips. Come into your shoulders, lower down. So we lift, we extend, we swim, and come in and down. Where are we at? We are trying to get movement into our back. So we squeeze our butt as we lift. Our eyes stay to the mat to keep our neck neutral. We breathe, right? Because it's so important. If we stop breathing, well, we stop living, but if we stop breathing in that movement, we get kind of passive. Hold this next one down. Tuck your toes. Lift your thighs off the floor. Then lift up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Hold downward dog. First time in downward dog today. Let one heel at a time reach to the mat as your knee bends. Even this is kind of an upside down position, right? Your head is below your heart. You're feeling that kind of upside downness. Embrace it as we press our palms into the mat. Engage between your shoulder blades a little more. Lift both heels up off the mat. Bend both knees so they hover off the ground. And then step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, tiny ball. Sit your heels down, lift a chair. Hold right here. Big deep inhale. Exhale, chair. Lift your heels. Lower down, hands come to mat. Step back to plank. Lower down to the mat, all the way, all the way. Now lift your chest, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. So traditional little flow right there, right? Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or jump to the front. Bend knees deep, chair. Lift your heels, sit down, hold right there. Step back to plank, down through chaturanga. Chest lifts. Exhale, downward dog. Knees bend, step or jump to the front. I don't jump, for those of you who don't know, I have a bad ankle, so I don't jump anymore. But if you want to, please do. Sit in the chair. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lift your heels. Lower down. Find the control as you now step back to plank. Hold, control yourself down. Elbows are right by your side. Your knees can drop to the floor always. Lift your chest. Down dog. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the front. Now, you focus on these moves. Sit in the chair. Laser focus. Lift the heels. Sit low. Step back. Plank. Down to the mat. Lift the chest. Down dog. Hold down dog. Hold right here. Your feet are going to go just a little wider. Your knees turn out so they are on the edges of the mat. Let's actually go in a child's pose to start. All right, so we are in this child's pose position, but I want your toes tucked under. You're going to press your palms into the mat and lift your knees off the mat. Okay? This is called loaded beast. It's an active place where you push your palms into the mat. Big deep inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Loaded beast. Notice my arms don't move, right? Big deep inhale. Lift. My legs go back parallel, lower down. 2 more times, lift up. Try to stay in that line where it's just your hips that go whoop and lower. That's going to become a little more fun in a few moments. Inhale, exhale out to plank. Bend your knees. Now walk your hands up back. Lift your chest, big deep inhale. Exhale, reach to your back foot. Lift up. Exhale, other foot. Notice I get this little lift and reach. Inhale, one more each side. Exhale. Look to that foot. Now reach up. You're gonna sit back onto your heels. This is one of my new favorite moves right here. You're gonna flip onto your toes. Let's try that again. From here, you take focus. Now you can use your hands, but you're just gonna go from your feet or from your knees to your feet. Hold right here. It's a big foot strengthening move. It's gonna come into play a little bit more today. Step your feet forward. Ooh. All right, hips come down to the ground. Fingertips to the back of the room. Lift your hips an inch off the mat. Right here, hold. Hold. Lift your right arm. So notice how I just took my feet a little bit wider? That's going to give me support. Right arm lifts. Lower. Left arm lifts. What happens with the body? Nothing. Right arm. Down. Left arm. Down. Right arm. Down. Left arm. Hold. Lower your hips. Lift your hips. Ooh. Right leg extends forward. Pull it. Now the hard part of this is that I want your hips to stay only an inch. So if you're here, you're like can-can dancing. It's not what I want. Chest is pushed up to the sky. This is called crab. Your chest is proud. Your eyes are to the horizon. Let's do one more. Lower your hips down. Lift your legs. Okay. We've done lots of the little components. Now we're going to put this into a big flow where we get to go upside down. Big deep inhale. Expansion. Be long. Curl in. Right leg. Come in. Left leg. Roll like a ball all the way back. Ooh, come into little tiny ball. Lift your hips. Sit low in a chair. Hold chair. Lift your heels. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Step back to plank. All the way down to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Loaded beast. Bend your knees out to the side. Feel that strong place. Big deep inhale. Exhale, hips up. Inhale down. Exhale forward to plank. Inhale back. Hold. Yeah. Sometimes it's about the pause, right? You expect it to go somewhere fast. Inhale, hips lift. Now lift your right leg. See how you kind of kick your butt? Lower your foot. Lower down, loaded beast. Do that all at one time. And down. Left side, lift. And down, one more. Lift. It's going to come into play. Lower, big deep inhale. Exhale out to loaded, or to plank. Bend your knees. Lift up, inhale. Back, reach, arch. Push your hips forward. Rise, left side. Come up. Last one. Push those hips forward. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Fast can you come up to those kneeling? Walk back to crab. Lift your right arm. Now push your hips high to the sky. You're going to start to rotate your chest and look behind you. Come back down. It's a little bit different than those who are familiar with yoga. Lower your hips down to the ground. Then wild thing or flip dog. It's a reaching crab. So we spiral our mid back. Our elbow comes around our head, and we look to our hand on the floor. Lower back down. Feet rise. Roll back. Come up to little ball. Lift hips. Roll up as you do. Your right leg lifts off the floor. Big deep inhale. Exhale, shoot it back to plank, or to lunge, excuse me. Hold. Hold this position. Now pull your knee in and reach. In and reach. Hold. Open up to that wide goddess. Oh, you remember this? Big deep inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Sit low. Rotate back to the front. Bend your back knee to the floor. Step your front foot back. Ooh. Now step your right foot forward. Lean into it and back. Right foot. So with this, we are sweeping and stepping. Try and get big into those hip flexors, which when we do, I'll tell you, we are building to a wheel by the end of class. When we get to that, we want those hips to be open. Keep your left foot forward. Hold, lift your back knee off the ground. Step your back foot in. Ooh. Lift your heels. Lower down, small ball. Hold, lower. Step back to plank. Down to the mat, let's go. Lift your chest. You know this move. Down dog. Bend your knees, loaded beast. Big deep inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale back. Lift your right leg. And down. Lift left. And down. Lift both hips. Now you're going to roll forward into plank. Roll. So you articulate each vertebrae until you're there. Find plank. Now tuck your chin. Tuck your hips. Oh. And you sit all the way back to that loaded beast. Remember, it's about your expansive move, even in something like that. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Lower your knees. Lift up. Inhale. Push. Left arm. Just once, each side. Come center. Hands flow through. Let's flip to those feet. Woo! Hands back. Crab. Lower your hips. Right arm lifts. Lift your hip. Find the spiral. Find the rotation. Come back down. Reset. Hips down. Lift your hips. Find this. So you've got to push your hand on the floor even more. So you spiral and rotate in the mid back. Come back down. Hand comes down. Lower hips. Let's roll like a ball. Into that little position. Lift your hips. Step your left foot back. Ooh. Reach. Tap your back toe in and out. Reach and expand. See if you can find that reach even more with your fingers long and away from you. Hold your foot out. Open up to the back. Big expansive goddess. Lift up. Inhale. Left arm reaches overhead, side bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend. Look to the sky. Inhale. Sit low as you rotate back to the front. Step your back foot in to meet your front, sit low. Hold, hold. Find the strength. Hands come to thighs. Find that strength. Lengthen your arms away. Reach your heels off the ground. Come down. Hands step back. Plank. Lower down. Chest lifts. All right. Adding into this. Exhale back, downward dog. Bend your knees, loaded beast. Exhale forward to plank. Inhale, loaded beast. Exhale, your right leg lifts. Now that knee that's lifted is going to come forward into your nose. That small or that slow move. Big deep inhale. Exhale, lift. Notice my knees, they're trying to touch each other versus your traditional three-legged dog. Come in. Now slowly go back. Big deep inhale. Lower your foot to the ground. Inhale. Roll forward into plank. Articulate your spine. Feel where your body reaches. Now tuck your chin. One vertebrae at a time until you lift back up. Sit your heels or your hips back to loaded beast. Inhale. Left leg lifts. So you're in that little tiny crouch position as you bring your knee into your nose. You transfer forward, right? And then transfer back. Do it again, this time fast forward. And slowly take it back. Knee by knee, inhale. Lower your foot, exhale. Inhale as you lift your heels, now sit back to loaded beast. Big deep inhale. New move, your right foot steps to your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Right there. Step back. Left foot does that. Switch. So we're going to call this front step. Okay, front step. Land, toe ball heel. Quiet. Toe ball heel. One more each side. Stay. Forward to plank. Bend your knees. Lift up. Inhale. Right arm. Lift. Left arm. Inhale. Can you flip? Whoop. There it is. Hands back. Hips down. Lift up. Right arm. Crab reach. And come down. Left arm. Lift. Push your hips up and rotate, just like that bridge at the very beginning of class, right? Come down. All the way, reset. Lower your hips, roll back. Do you feel how it's building? How we're getting more expansive each time? Yeah, we're gonna keep adding into it. We ditch some things, we add some things. That's kind of the play of this class today. Big deep inhale. Exhale, heels down, chair. Shoulders back. A lot of it I wanted where you kind of would know what to expect, but then you wouldn't. Because I was thinking about Stranger Things, and you're like, they never know what's coming, right? That's part of the fun of what we all love about shows and movies like that, is the unexpected. So that's a lot of what this class is giving us. Lift your hips, your heels, and a lot of what life gives us. Lower down. Step back to plank. Here's your familiar. You know chaturanga. For those of you who love it, go for it. If you don't, skip it. Down dog. Loaded beast. Plank. Loaded beast. Front step. back, loaded beast. Left foot, front step, back, loaded beast. Plank, loaded beast. New move, okay? You might want to watch this. It's going to be called a front kick through. You can always go back to that front step. So it looks like this. You're going to take your right foot to the outside of your right hand, and then your left foot kicks through. That was really slow motion. Here it is. So outside, in between. Step back, loaded beast. Outside, in between. Now I have to go a little wider, and that's okay. For those who've been doing that side kick through with me, it's similar. But now we're going forward. And back. One more each side. Ooh. And back. Front. And back. Hold, loaded beast. Hold. Lift your hips high, right leg pikes. Come through to plank. Knee into nose. Knee into nose. Hold it. Hold it. Now lift, three-legged dog. Extend your leg high to the sky. Hold. Hold. Bend your knee. Knee to nose. This time, step your foot in between your hands. Lift your arms. Tap your back foot. Reach that arm. Now lengthen long. Hold. Hold. Lift your chest. Hands come together behind your back. Lengthen your hands down your legs as your eyes look to the sky. We've been looking down a lot. Let's look up. Reach your arms high. Exhale, hands come back beside foot. Step back to plank. Bend your knees. Push up. Lift. So it's that half camel, right? I love this dynamic half camel where we get this movement into our back. Lift. Flip onto those feet. Ooh. Hands back. Crab. We're only going to do the right side. Lift your right arm. Push and rotate. Find the arch in your back. Come back down. Hold. Hips down. Roll our legs up. Boat. One time roll. And we come back to our small ball. There we are. Heels lower. Chair. Each time you're in chair, can you go a little bit deeper? Can you lift your heels to make it a more of a balance challenge? Little secret. I actually lift the heels because it's easier on my ankle. For any of you who have ever taken classes, I'm like, why does she spend so much time there? That's why. Lower ourselves down. And step back to plank. Get to the mat. Down dog. Okay, you ready for this on the other side? Loaded beast. Bend your knees back. One time, exhale to plank. And back. Left foot front step. Step, so it's just steps. And back. Right foot. And back. One more each side. Remember, in this front kick through that we're about to go to, this is where you can stay. Or, boom, boom. And it's a little step back. Step, you can make it slow or fast. It's your work. This is your last one. Step back. Hold loaded beast. Lift your hips, left leg up. Forward through into cheetah. Pull the knee to the nose. Lift back up. Lock leg raises to three-legged dog. Lower your foot down. Inhale. Exhale to plank. Bend your knees. Rise. Flip. Lower down, left side only. Now, good news, bad news. This is your last of 3 of these, okay? So I want you to practice the spiral. Come into center. Hips lower, roll back, which means, yes, we're only doing 2 more times of this type of added on combo flow. Lift into chair. So I want you to focus, laser focus. Be in the moment. Know that you can do this the best possible. It is going to be a little bit different, just know that. Lower down, all the way, all the way. Let's step or jump back. Down to your mat. Oh, lift the chest. Down dog. Loaded beast, sit into it. Plank, loaded beast. Right foot, front step. Loaded beast. Left foot, front step. Loaded beast. Right foot, front step. Loaded beast. Right, left foot, front step. Loaded beast. Front kick through. 4 of them at your tempo, okay? I want you to go in a way that feels authentic and real to you with your breath. Loaded beast. Pike, right leg up. Forward through into cheetah. That foot steps through. Arms lift. Your breath is probably hot. I wanted that. Pulling. If you think about those guys running around in the upside down, in the challenge to beat the unknown, get a little breathless. Hold it. Open out. Right arm. Center. Left arm. Center. Rotate back around. Step your foot in. Okay, here it is. Other side, we have to do that on. Let's do it. Lift your heels. Lower. Yes. Step or jump. Back to plank. Lower down. All right. See and feel how you can make this the biggest version that you have. How can you expand even when you're in a small position? Loaded beast. Left foot, front step. Loaded beast. Right foot. 2 more. You breathe. You move. Hold. Front step. Left foot, front kick through. Ooh. And that 4 of them, again, at your pace. If you fall, that means you're challenging yourself or you've lost focus, one or the other. Stay back. Stay back. Inhale, forward to plank. Lower your knees. Lift up. Right hand. Left hand. Flip. Last time you gotta do it. Left hand only. Lift, push, spiral. Come back in. Roll like a ball. Step back to plank. Downward dog. Knees bend. Left leg pike. Step your foot through. Rise. Back leg pulls. Hold long. Open up. Inhale. Right arm over. Inhale. Left arm. Reach. Rotate. Step your back foot in. Sit in the chair. Doesn't it feel great? Inhale, rise. Hands to heart center. Hold right here. Just breathe for a moment. You settle. Step your right foot back. Hold. Arms reach and come around. Your back foot goes onto the mat. Shoulders squeeze together as you go over into humble warrior. Back foot is pressed onto the mat. Our shoulders are squeezed together to find expansion across the front of our chest. Lower your hands to the floor. Rise up to warrior two. Lift to center. Hands come to your hips. Toes might slightly turn out or do what feels comfortable to you. Big deep forward fold over. Hands reach wide. Now bring your hands to center. Shift to your front leg. Skandasana. Shift to your back leg. Back to your front. It's like you're this little slinky character, creeping and crawling. A cougar, a cat. Right. Come to center. Lift your hips. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Lift your arms. Warrior two to the back. Hands come together behind you. Interlace as you squeeze your chest. Your back foot is on the floor. Fold over into humble warrior. Palms press in towards each other as your shoulder and your knee come in line with each other. A little upside down, right? Hands to back. Lift up to warrior two. Come to center. Forward fold over. So it's this long fold. Hands come down. Now sink to your front leg. Hold right here. Hold. This might be where you want to stay. Or you're going to take this back foot and it's going to go whoop, and cross behind you and then back out. Now it is a little bit on this knee, so if you do have knee issues, this might be a better place for you. But where we're going is that right foot, it just crosses. So this is my leg higher, right? And back. Let's try it to the left. Take the left leg, whoop, and wide. Do it again. Cross. That's your fall. Come up, go back wide, shift. Stay to the front leg, rotate around, rotate, hold right here, hold. Hands beside your foot. Step back to plank. Push. Bend your knees to the floor. Sit back to child's pose, or real child's pose, not Luna Beast. Come up to kneeling. All right, we've been doing that half camel. We're gonna do a full camel. If you wanna stick with half, please do. Let's start with both hands on the small of our lower back. Push your hips forward as you look to the sky and look back. Then little by little, you start to reach your hands to your feet. You push the hips forward as you look back. Breathe. One hand at a time. Lifts and lifts. We sit back to child's pose. Forward to plank. Step your left foot in between your hands, that same foot. Then rotate back to center. And we're going to slinky sleep side to side. Guys, know that these deep hip works that we're doing at the moment is almost at the end. And we have a couple little finishes. But no more big dynamic flows. Yay. Stay to the back foot. Rotate your hands beside your foot. Hold right there. Bend your knee. Step back to plank. Bend both knees. Come up. All right, second of two camels. Hands start on your lower back. Push your hips forward. And then little by little, you just start to reach down your legs. Remember, one arm might be exactly where it feels right for you. And that is where I want you to stay. Lift yourself back up. Sit back to child's pose. Come forward into plank. Step your right foot in between your hands. Rotate back forward and then slinky sleep one last time. Expansion, right? Can you be up? And chest be even more lifted versus down to the ground. Let's find center. Both hands to the floor. Lift our hips. Roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Ooh. Bring our feet together. Step to the front of our mat. All right, stare the beast in the eye, right? Big deep inhale. Arch your back. See how much you can back bend. Right here, and then forward fold. Lift your heels. Sit down into our small ball. We reach our hands back, and now we're seated. Lift our chest, big deep inhale. Roll down, one vertebrae at a time. In that same place we began, hands by our side, lift our hips, bridge. Bring your hands together under you, arch your back, lift your chest. Know that we are going to try a couple bridges today, a couple wheels. If it's just not where your body is feeling, do this, do a bridge anytime. Release your hands, lower down. We're all still bridging. Lift hips up. Reach your right leg to the sky. Lift your left hip. Lower your right leg so it hovers an inch off the floor. Do you feel that hip engage? Yeah. Lift up. Bend your knee. Come back, foot to the floor. Roll down. One of the important parts of wheels is the engagement of our glutes. So right here. Lift the leg, left leg. Lower down so it hovers an inch off the floor. Squeeze the right glute. lift, bend, foot comes down. We're gonna do it one more time each side. Squeeze your hips, glutes engage, right leg lifts. Now point the toe to the sky. Your foot hovers off the ground. Rise, bend. Again, lift, knee, point. And those front kick throughs, you should be feeling your booty. That's a new move today. Lower it down. Let's hug our knees into the chest. If you enjoyed that, it's kind of like I've been doing where I've been building on moves. If it was your first time doing our yoga sweat hybrid, go back and do some of the older ones. You'll get some of the kind of foundations and some of those moves. All right, feet to the ground, hands behind head at shoulders. Push your feet into the floor and then lift your hips up. You come to the top of your head and then push up onto your hands in the wheel. The more you push your hands into the mat, the higher the hips are going to become. Let's lift our heels off the mat as an option. How do you get out of this safely? Well, first your heels come down, then your chin tucks, then we roll down. Windshield wiper our knees. 2 more opportunities to do a wheel. They are the true epitome of upside down, where we are grounded. Like I could have done handstands and things like that, but I wanted to be realistic for what we all might be able to do. So here we are. All right. Our feet under hips, hands by shoulders. You find it. Push yourself up, head first, and then hands come into the ground. Now, maybe, let's see if I can do it today. Some days yes, some days no. You lift a leg. Lower yourself down. Windshield wiper your knees. Now you could also always do crab. If you wanted to do that crab again with those leg lifts. Oh, look, it came back. Last one right here. Hands by head. 3 opportunities today to defend and expand. Think how much you can lift up. A deep inhale. Here you go. Your expansion, right? That's what lifting your heels does. And then you lift your leg. Stay as long as you can. As long as you can. Come on, guys. Fight through the urge to fall down. Stay in the moment. The hands into the mat. So I'll take 2 more breaths. Lower down. Beautiful job, guys. Your knees just fall out to the sides. Bottoms of your feet come together. Your body has worked hard. Your mind has been here in the moment. Because by constantly causing you to change a little bit, I was forcing your brain to be in the moment. There's benefits and minuses to doing consistency, right? Consistency is great because you know what to do, you know how to do it, and you can start to make it better. You can also check out really easily. So when I was thinking through class today, I was like, I want to make it so that there's some things that they do that they know. And some moments where they can't check out. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Let your knees fall to one side. Look over your opposite shoulder. I'd really love to know how you felt through that experience and that flow today. Come back to center. And it should have felt challenging, physically, mentally, but hopefully it should have also felt liberating and fun. Bring our feet back to center. Roll yourself up to seated, however you want to get there. Sit cross-legged. Eyes are shut. Place your right hand on the floor, left arm reaches overhead. Give yourself this great side bend. Maybe your right arm comes onto the ground, as long as both hips stay square. Back to center. Other side. Come back to center. Interlace your hands behind your back. Open your chest. Look to the sky. Now, I didn't give you balance challenges today, which is very unusual for me. Instead, with all that expansion, some of that floor work, I thought, even those front kick throughs, they're balance. But no, there's this sense of balance and grounding as we get expansive and big. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale your hands to heart center. As you move through the rest of this day, into the start of the day, or maybe the end of your day, do it with a sense of expansion, with a sense of exploration, and with a willingness to sometimes be in the upside down. Thank you guys so much for exploring this practice and this experience with me. Until next time, I'm Summer. Thank you.